Hey everyone, it's me, Coming Jojo, and welcome to another of my videos. In this video, I want to talk about Black History Month because it's February, so February just began, so it's Black History Month. So I want to talk about it, because I always want to make a video about it, but I finally have the chance to make one. But yeah, overall, Black people have suffered a lot in America, since the beginning of America, really. Starting off as slaves, then them being treated pretty badly as slaves. Then after the Civil War, they were had better. No, they were not slaves anymore. They were now citizens, but despite that, they still faced a bunch of discrimination, and they only had very few rights. Like they were only supposed to sit in the back of the buses, not in the front, and they were not allowed to go to like white only restaurants, and a bunch of people in America made pretty awful, disgusting, racist cartoons about black people, a bunch of disgusting stereotypes, and a bunch of awful you know bunch of overall pretty racist songs, cartoons, and like blackface, and it was very hard times. They suffered a lot, but thankfully then Martin Luther Jr. King came in, and he changed things. He changed the landscape pretty much with his "I Have a Dream" speech, and after that things changed. Then black people had better rights. They all those racist depictions of them went away, and now they were allowed to be stars in movies, and be musicians, and thankfully that bigotry they suffered went away, for the most part anyways. And it's 2025, and things are a lot better for black people and people of color in general than it was back then, but it's still not perfect. There's still plenty of discrimination, and some corporations have biases against people of color. But yeah, it's still not perfect, but it's definitely better than what it used to be. It's but yeah, there's still a bunch of like gross stuff, a bunch of gross racist stuff online. Like for example, ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter and it became X, like a bunch of pretty disgusting racist and xenophobic stuff have been around the social medias, like X or Twitter. Like people saying racist stuff to like immigrants, black people, Indian people, saying racial slurs. And despite all that hate speech, they're still they're not blocked or banned from those websites. They're still allowed, which is pretty disgusting. But yeah, like for example, recently I was in X or Twitter, and there was this pretty disgusting comment. Like there was this beautiful dark skinned woman who's a model, and she posts pictures of herself looking all cute, but then she was harassed in the comments. Like people were saying racist stuff to her. They even like said the strong N word, which pretty awful, disgusting stuff. That it's it's stuff like that is very very upsetting. Like it's just when I see stuff like that, I just get very hopeless, man. It's just very gross. But thankfully, she's a strong person, so she wasn't affected by those pathetic comments. But yeah, it's pretty sad because America was kind of a country, was built by suffering of black people and indigenous people, because black people were slaves and indigenous people were mass genocide. So unfortunately, America was built by the suffering of two other groups of people, which is pretty sad. But yeah, it just yeah, it's despite there's ignorant people that there's a bunch of ignorant people that say that, oh, racism doesn't exist anymore, or like all you guys are just like weirdos, like even. But that's not true. As I said, on social media there's a bunch of racist people there, a bunch of racist people. So that's why being aware of all of this, that's why Black History Month is extremely important. It doesn't matter how many years from now, Black History Month will always be important, no matter what. So yeah, And I just want to make a video to for self-awareness of that, to like sort of like end racism, and like well, it'll take a lot for racism to fully go away, but we have to like be strong. Us as people of color, we need to be strong, unite as brothers and sisters, and, face all that hardship life will throw at us, because right now it's with the new political landscape, life will become much harder for like immigrants of like Latin America, Muslims, black people. Things will get harder from now on. So us as people of color, we need to be united as one. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. That's I just wanted to say something, because I don't want to be the one that doesn't say anything. Like, I never want to be that guy. I want to say something. That's it's because it's important to say something, and not to be quiet. If something awful happens, you need to talk about against it. You cannot just be quiet about it. You have to be responsible, and be self-aware of be not be ignorant to the world itself. But yeah, no, it's just, I just really want to make this video. But yeah, and this year it'll be a good year for black representation in fiction and media, because we're getting like Assassin's Creed Shadow, which is a game about Yasuke, the black samurai, which it's pretty cool. And it's the first time he's going to be like a major a main character in a video game, I believe. I mean, I know he was in like Samurai Warriors game, but he was just mostly just a side character in those games. But that's the first time he's going to fully be main character in a AAA game, which is so awesome. And also Captain America: Brave New World, which was starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, aka the new Captain America, which the movie should be also pretty awesome. I mean, you have Ford is freaking Red Hulk. I mean, that's going to be so epic. But yeah, it's also pretty awesome. I think the idea of a black man being Captain America is so awesome. But yeah, those two, that movie should be pretty dope as hell. But yeah, but again, unfortunately, a bunch of grifters online have been, being the, crybabies they are. They're like saying like, oh, this game will be woke, or oh, this movie will be woke. Saying woke, woke, woke over and over again, and it's just annoying. As soon as a movie or game features a black man as a main character, or a person of color as the main character, those people will always cry woke, 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 woke. And it's pretty upsetting that they say stuff like this. But yeah, let's just ignore those people that don't even really care about gaming or Marvel. They're only really saying stuff like this for views. They're not really that smart. Like, for example, recently Anthony Mackie was critiqued because he said that something along the lines that Captain America doesn't just represent Captain America, and something like that, critiquing America, and a bunch of people those grifters were triggered by that. But that's weird, because Steve Rogers, he in the past has also said that sometimes he's ashamed of America, of what America means. Like Steve Rogers, Captain America, America doesn't just represent that idea of Steve Rogers is more than just America. So yeah, so Anthony Mackie saying that is in character within what Steve Rogers also have said about Captain America, and what Captain America as an idea generally is. So yeah, Anthony Mackie he spoke the truth of he's but again, ignorant people that the grifters that don't read comic books just heard a black man say that, and they're crying about it, which it's then Anthony Mackie went back to clarify that he does care about American military, but it's just like people just misunderstood what he really said actually. But yeah, let's ignore all those like YouTube crybabies that scream everything is woke. Let's ignore those guys, and go out there and support Assassin's Creed Shadow, buy the game, play the game, buy the action figures about it. Same thing, Captain America: Brave New World. go out there, see the movie in theaters, buy action figures of it, support those two projects. Not to see, because those two projects are they're important. They're very important projects. But yeah, that's I want to talk about this. And I guess to end this video, I guess here I have some black characters in fiction of action figures of properties I am a fan of. So yeah, I guess we can go through over them. I guess starting the back, I have Marvel Legends. I have Tombstone. We say villain actually, but yeah. Falcon, War Machine, Storm, with Black Panther and Bishop from X-Men. But yeah, then here I have DJ from Street Fighter. And then here we have two Transformers, Blaster and Jash, which they're like robots, but they were voice acted by two black people. So yeah, so they also so that's why I put them here, because they also represent Black History Month, those two robots. But yeah, then here I have I have Disney Infinity Nick Fury. I still don't have a here I have Camera 01 looking cool. But yeah, here I don't have a Marvel Legends Nick Fury yet, of like neither the MCU or the Ultimates comics, but hopefully in the future I can get one. Yeah. Then here we have Power Rangers, Lightning Collection, have like CO Yellow, Beast Morphers Red, Lost Galaxy Green, Turbo Red, TJ. They have Jack Lanterns, one of the best Red Rangers, definitely SPD Red. Wild Force Blue, Dino Charge Pink, which as Fox I have a crush on the Pink Ranger from Dino Charge. Then Ethan from Dino Thunder Blue, which Dino Thunder is one of my favorite seasons. Second MMPR Yellow Ranger, and Zack, the original Black Ranger, and he's also the original Black Ranger. But yeah, then here have I guess Piccolo, which is he's an alien, he's a green alien, but of course the Piccolo effect, Piccolo is a very black coated character. Same with Knuckles. I mean, Knuckles is a pretty black coated character. Plus, recently Idris Elba has voiced Knuckles in the movies. So yeah. Then here in the middle we have Spider-Man, my favorite superhero of all time. Which Spider-Man? Well, all versions of Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. But yeah, I have this very cool Miles Morales Marvel Legends. Comes with this pretty cool effect of his sort of like this lightning powers, something like that. It's from the game. But yeah, hope you guys have a good Black History Month, and see you on the flip side. Bye. Wait a second, guys, I forgot to highlight one character. How could I? Prowler from Spider-Man, aka maybe the prototype of Spawn, which, by the way, that's a good what's the word called? I forgot, but it's a good transition point to I used to have a Spawn action figure, but I sold it because I used to collect Spawn figures, but I kind of got rid of them because I don't know, that's sort of like dark fantasy Spawn figures. Didn't really fit my new aesthetic of collecting figures, so that's why I got rid of them. But if it wasn't for that, I would have put the Spawn figure here with next to it, all those guys. But yeah, I guess bye guys, for real, bye.